With the release of Alpha 3.7 to the public test universe, as well as soon coming to the live servers, brings an amazingly fun and extremely profitable game mechanic: hand mining or FPS mining. And today I put together a comprehensive guide to help you enjoy it as much as I have. Now, before you get out there and start mining, you're going to need a multi-tool as well as a mining attachment. Now, you cannot purchase these at Port Olisar, so you're going to have to go to either ArtCorp, Hurston, or Levski to pick one up. I highly suggest you going to Lorville, as Lorville has 2 locations where there are caves that you can mine for minerals in. You're also going to need a backpack if you're going to go out and mine. Most armors have a little bit of storage inside of them, but if you're going to plan on mining and that is your goal for the day, the rucksack backpack is a must, and that can be picked up at Port Olisar before you head out to get your multi-tool. The next question you're probably asking is, I have all the tools, now where do I go? And the most obvious answer is caves. Caves is what we've seen on Inside Star Citizen, and it's what Cloud Imperium has been pushing towards us the most in terms of hand mining. You can find caves by using your Mobiglass map, and there are some abandoned mines on some of the moons, but the best and safest way to find a cave with less foot travel is to accept missing person missions that will bring you to a cave. The caves that you can quantum travel to are maybe a little bit too busy, and you're gonna find some trolls that are going to kill you while you're trying to make your money. Another location you can hand mine that we also saw on Inside Star Citizen is in asteroid belts, most notably the Yela asteroid belt, since it's the most popular and easiest to get to. The least obvious, but probably the most profitable place to mine would be on the moon surfaces. I've done some testing, and it seems like all the places where you can previously mine with a prospector also have rocks that you can mine by hand. Once you get to these locations, you're going to need to know what to look for. In caves, you don't have any access to any scanning tools, since there are no scanning tools available yet on our armor or anything like that. So you're just going to have to walk around with your flashlight on, looking for basically shiny bits. They look like veins. They're either green or purple on the rocks while you're walking around. Some of the best places to look are in some crevices, as well as piles of rocks tend to have multiple mineable nodes on them. If you're searching asteroid belts or planetary and moon surfaces, you do need to be fortunate enough to have a ship with a scanning suite on it. The scanning suites are located on the Misk Prospector, the Anvil Terrapin, the Misk Reliant Sen, or the Aegis Reclaimer. There may be 1 or 2 other ships that I'm missing here. Let me know in the comments below. What you're going to be looking for is you're going to get into scanning mode, and you're going to be looking for diamond icons. Diamond icons are mineable rocks. In the asteroid belts, you have rocks that combine with prospector mineable as well as hand mineable rocks. On planetary surfaces, it is either hand mineable or prospector mineable. I have yet to see any combinations yet. When you're scanning in these locations, you're going to want to look for groups of diamond icons. This means that there's multiple nodes for you to be mining here. I found as many as 13 Hadanite rocks in one location. That's approximately a full backpack's worth of rocks in just one area. So you purchase all the right tools, gone to the right location, and found your first rock. What do you do next? If you have yet to equip your mining tool, you're going to go to your Mobiglass and go under the Equipment Manager. Under the Utility tab, you'll go all the way down to the bottom and equip your multi-tool. You're going to make sure that the mining bit is on the multi-tool and attached. And if you have yet to equip your backpack, you're going to go to the Armor tab and go to the Torso sub-tab and equip the Rucksack Backpack, and make sure you save before you continue. Once you walk up to a rock, you're going to hit the number 4 to take out your multi-tool. You can also hold R to return it back to its slot. You're going to right-click to aim down sights, and the HUD is brought up. The right side of the HUD is all scanning information. At the very top, there's a little status area, but the first icon is the hardness of the rock, which is how much power you need to put into it. The next icon is instability. This is how wildly the power will move up and down as you're attempting to break the rock. The next icon is how much material or how many gems will drop when you've successfully broken the rock. 0.1 is 10 gems, 0.09 is 9, and so on. And the final icon is the material type, and we will go into the types of materials shortly. In the center of the screen on the mining tool is the power status. To raise and lower your power, you will use the mouse wheel. Raising the power charges the rock, lowering the power brings the charge down. The left side of the HUD is the charging status. And basically the first zone I call the blue zone, and that's where nothing happens. You're just basically trying to reach the next zone, which is the green zone. And this is where your rock charges up and begins to break to pieces. Once you hit the green zone, a bar will start to fill up from the right side to the left. And once that bar is completely filled, the rock will break to pieces and you will be able to collect the material. You can overcharge the rock, and that's going above the green zone into the red zone. And the same situation will happen. A red bar will start to fill up from the right side to the left. Overcharging even a tiny bit when the rock breaks will do some damage to you, as well as shoot the rocks all over the place where they're going to be difficult to find. If you overcharge too much, there will be an explosion and the rock can do enough damage to kill you. Once you have broken up the rocks, you can now pick up and store them. You could pick up and store by holding the F button, and you can use the stow or inspect option, but you can also quickly tap F to stow as well. Once you're full, you could sell your inventory at a station, or you could place it all into a mission box to keep and sell for later. There are 3 different types of materials to mine: Hadanite, Aphorite, and Dolivine. Hadanite and Aphorite look exactly the same. I can't tell the difference. They are both purple in hue in the little veins on the rocks, and Dolivine is green. Hadanite is located on all of the planetary surfaces that you can find rocks, as well as in caves and on asteroids. So in terms of rarity, Hadanite is the easiest to find, then Aphorite, and then Dolivine. Now you're going to want to prioritize Hadanite as a rock to mine, and the reason is because it has way more value than Aphorite and Dolivine. Hadanite's value is 275 credits per unit, or 33,000 credits per backpack. Now we're going to do a little bit of math here because we're talking about different units than standard cargo units, which is what we're used to in Star Citizen. They're called SP units, which are basically 1/1000th of a unit that you would see on the trading console. Now, what 100 of those units equals 1 SCU, which is the big boxes that go on cargo ships. That's a full one of those is 1 SCU. Now, 1 rucksack backpack equals 1 mission box, which the volume of 1 mission box is 1/8 of an SCU. If you filled 1 SCU ship box worth of Hadanite, which is 8 mission boxes, it would be worth over 200,000 credits. And if you fill a full prospector of gems, which is 32 SCU, it would be worth almost 8.5 million credits. And that's just to put things into perspective about how valuable these gems actually are in the Star Citizen universe. Now moving on, Aphorite is worth 152 per unit, or 18.3 thousand per backpack, and Dolivine is worth 130 per unit, or 15.6 thousand per backpack. Now, once you've filled your backpack, it's not over. You can actually take the items in your backpack and either drop them all on the ground, or you could take the items from your backpack and place it into one of those mission boxes, or, like I mentioned before, 1/8 of an SCU. And you could do this by hitting I and either choosing the drop icon, and it would drop 1 unit at a time or 1 gem at a time, or you can choose the store all option, and that will store all the material that's in your backpack into one of those mission boxes. And then you can place that mission box inside of one of your ships. Now, one final tip here before we end the video: most people mine in a prospector, and a prospector doesn't have an internal cargo grid. But you can place these mission boxes inside of your prospector, and you can sell them at Port Olisar or any of the other ports when you're going to sell your gems. So while you're out there scanning for rocks, you can fill up your backpack multiple times, and when your play session is over, you can actually sell more than just 1 backpack's worth of gems. And you can make quite a bit of money doing this. And this is why I feel that the hand mining mechanic is probably going to be one of the most fun and most profitable things you can do in Star Citizen, because you can just go out there and enjoy the scenery and go into caves, walk around moons, go into asteroid belts, and gather this material and sell it, and then maybe earn yourself a new ship or whatever. But guys, that is the definitive guide to hand mining. As always, if I missed anything, if I was wrong, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit a like on it and let me know what you thought about it in the comments, and hit that subscribe button for more guides like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.